Hello everyone, welcome to the part 3 of OSI Reference Model. So today we will focus on the two layers, that is the transport layer and network layer. So first of all, see the outcomes for this. So upon the completion of this session, you will be able to understand the services which is provided by the transport layer and the services provided by the network layer. So first of all, see the first one in this, that is the transport layer. So transport layer, it is the fourth layer of the OSI reference model. So this transport layer, it is responsible for the process to process delivery of the entire message. So process is nothing but the device. So in every device, that is the A and B, there is some processes. So device A having a process, device B having a process. So we can say that process in one computer want to communicate with the another process in the other computer, right? If A want to communicate with the B device, means what? The first one process in the device A want to communicate with the device B. So this is nothing but the process delivery of the entire message. So this can be done through the transport layer. So now see the next one, the services which is provided by the transport layer. So the transport layer provided the different services. So the first one is the port addressing. So in this port addressing, if a device A sending some message, it uses the source port number and then send the data, and upon reception it's going to reply is going to reach by the sender after reaching the device B. So port addressing, in this port addressing, if we can say that the device A sending some message, device is sending some message, it uses the source port number for sending the message, and it sends the data to this device B, and upon reception it's going to reply, and which is going to reach by the sender, and after reaching the device B, hand over the data to the right process done using the source port number and the destination port number here. So this is about the port addressing. Second one services which is provided by the transport layer is the segmentation and reassembly. So here we can see the two devices, that is device A and device B. If device A has a very big message and he cannot send as such, so this message break into the smaller messages, and after reception at the device B, they smaller messages get reassembled. So this is about the segmentation. In this, the larger messages break down into the smaller message, and after reception at the devices, that is a device B, the smaller message get reassembled. So this is the segmentation and reassembly service which is provided by the transport layer. Now see the third one service which is provided by the transport layer, that is the connection control. So if we want the communication between the two devices, that this communication between the two devices, whether it be a connection oriented or whether it be a connectionless. So whenever we are talking about the connection oriented service, means before sending the data, connection need to be established in the case of the connection oriented. But when we are talking about the connectionless, means connection will not be established and directly the data is transferred as such. So this network generally support both connectionless and connection oriented services. So this is the services that is provided by the transport layer, that is the connection control. Next one service which is provided by the transport layer is the end-to-end flow control. So in this end-to-end flow control means if a sender is fast sender, if we consider device A is a fast sender and the device B is a slow receiver, right? So the receiver cannot have that speed. So we are in a need to have that speed matching mechanism where the sender and the receiver are going to agree upon the common speed mechanism. So whatever the sender send, receiver will receive it without any loss. So this is, or this process, it is called as a end to end flow control. Now see the last one service which is provided by the transport layer is the error control. So error control, it is generally used to find whether there is an error during the transmission. Now see the next one layer. So far here we completed the transport layer. Now moving toward the next one layer, that is the network layer. So the network layer, it is generally responsible for delivery of the data from the original source to the destination network. So it is the responsibility of the network layer to deliver the data from original source to the destination network. So in this, the services which is provided by the network layer are logical addressing and the routing. So the logical addressing means IP addressing. So this layer deals with the IP addresses to, so it helps the router to make a decision. So here I use the word router, that is the intermediate code. So this layer deal with the IP addresses. So it helps the router to make a decision when a packet is received by the router, that is the intermediate code, and it have the source IP address, and it have the source IP address and both the destination IP address. So this router knows what is the source of the packet and what is the destination of the packet. So the network layer, it is generally concerned or concerned about the routing. So here the second services which is provided by the network layer is the routing. So network layer concerned about the routing means finding the best route for the packet to be transmitted. There are always many ways or routes for the packet to reach the destination, and it is the responsibility of the router to find the best route, and for finding the best route it find the IP addresses. So this is all about the transport layer and the network layers and the services which are provided by the transport layer and the network layer. Thank you for watching.